Welcome to the Small Business Awards presented by Truist and hosted by the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce's Small Business Council. My name is Michael Altschuler, and I couldn't be more thrilled when Kim said, "Will you host this event?" I said, "I'm in, I'm all in." And I have to tell you why. I truly love small business. In fact, for the last 30 years, that's all I've done. I'm a small business guy, just hustling and grinding and figuring it out like everyone else. So, as an entrepreneur, I know firsthand the ups and the downs, the roller coaster ride, the ups, the good, the bad, and the ugly that we all face. And I'm here, and the beauty of this is I am now able to share with my clients as a coach, as a life and business coach, the things to do and not do. I've made millions and I've lost millions. And I'm able to guide them through these challenges, the seen ones and the unseen ones, to break through plateaus and reach those goals that have just been out of reach, to figure things out and accelerate their success. Now, I have to tell you, I've never done this before. I am going to be giving away 5 free coaching sessions worth thousands of dollars, one-on-one with me directly, to help you accelerate your success, break through some of your personal and professional roadblocks. And what we're going to do right now, and these are going to be life changers and game changers, I promise you that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give 5 sessions away. Right now, I'm going to give 3 away. And we know success goes to those that take action. The first 3 that text me the word "better" to 561-818-6387 will win a free coaching session. 561-818-6387. You text me directly and you win a free coaching session. So good luck to everyone. And like I said, at the end of the program, I'm going to be giving away 2 more sessions if you didn't win. So you want to stay connected to the show the whole time because you definitely want to increase your chances. And you want to see, of course, who all these great companies are that we're honoring today and the winner of the Small Business Award. You know, this has been an unprecedented year. We all know that for small businesses. This morning, we're coming together to recognize the resourcefulness, perseverance, goodwill, and creativity of organizations that are really the backbone of our community down here in Fort Lauderdale and South Florida. Today's program will run about an hour, and we'll be honoring 6 businesses, all the finalists, and our small business community. We will also announce, which is super exciting, the Small Business Person of the Year. Can't wait for that. That's the grand finale. At this point, I'd like to invite the Chamber's Board Chair, Melissa Milroy, to share some remarks, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning and welcome to the Small Business Awards. I'm Melissa Milroy, your chair of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. I'm honored to be here this morning as we celebrate and recognize entrepreneurship at its best. Small businesses are the lifeline of our thriving economy here in Greater Broward County, and today we honor them for their commitment to community impact, innovation, and leadership. Everyone here is a winner today, and each and every finalist is a success story. A shout out to the Small Business Council and Kim Pretano for organizing this signature event for the Chamber. And thank you to everyone who submitted a nomination, our valued sponsors, and to each of you for joining us this morning. We are Chamber Strong.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I love hearing that. It reminds me of grammar school when we used to sing a Pledge of Allegiance, and every time I hear it, it makes me smile. Thank you, Melissa, for that thoughtful message and for your steadfast leadership. You know, the Small Business Awards would not be possible without the amazing support of so many great organizations and the support that they give make events like this possible. I'd like to take a moment right now, if we all can, to recognize these amazing companies that brought us all here today. Starting with our title sponsor, we can't thank them enough, Truist, and Laninfotech. I want to thank, of course, Catherine Grady, the Allstate agency. She is sponsoring the Small Business Person of the Year. Thank you so much, Catherine. Events like this wouldn't be possible. And again, just Truist for their great support. Again, this event, because of your tremendous support, wouldn't happen without you. And they're our presenting sponsor. So besides those two, these other agencies, these other organizations were critical to making today possible. American National Bank, Laninfotech, Microsoft, and Feller Engineering. Thank you all so much for your generous support. You know, I told you that I had the good fortune of having some success in business and also some challenges, made millions and lost millions. But I want to take you back to my humble beginnings in New Jersey. You probably could tell I'm from New Jersey. And listen, when I started in a 650 square foot apartment in the copier business. And it was challenging. And when the copy machine started filling my bedroom and my living room and my kitchen, I said, it's time to move out and get an office. And I got an employee. And that's when the bills started coming in and I had to hustle just to make payroll and to pay the rent. We all know what that's like in the very beginning. Well, fast forward, I grew the company to a multi-million-dollar company in my late 20s and early 30s, and eventually sold it to the multi-billion-dollar giant Icon Office Solutions. And I have to tell you, it was quite the journey. Along that way, the Trump organization in Atlantic City, New Jersey, was my largest customer. We did millions of dollars in business, and they were, as you can imagine, they were tough business people, and we managed to navigate those waters with enterprise sales, and also along the way, of course, hit the bumps in the road as we all do. And I sold the company, and I don't know if you know this, but in New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania, if you sell your company in the dead of winter, which I did, there's a law. The law's not known by many people. There's a law that you must move to Boca Raton, Florida. And I'm not one to break the law, so here I am. So at the end of the day, I moved to Florida. I become a professional speaker, a peak performance life and business coach, helping businesses really take things to the next level. And I'm going to share with you now 3 things that I think are some of the greatest challenges that businesses have today. And you would think it has to do with business, but it doesn't. It has to do with them running the business. See, one of the things I learned early on, and I kind of was always puzzled me, is why don't sales teams do what they should do? Why don't they make more calls and develop their presentations and their sales skills better? Why don't we work on ourselves to become better? You see, when we get better, everything in the world gets better. And I never understood why people don't do the things. They know they should lose weight and be in better shape. Why don't we do it? We know we should be making extra calls. Why don't we make them? We know we should be learning this and developing ourselves in this area. Why don't we do that? So I took a deep dive into personal and professional development because I understand this one fundamental truth, that we are not human beings, human doings, we're human beings. We have to be more before we do more, before we have more. We have to be more before we do more, before we have more. So the 3 things I'm going to share with you are going to speak to that particular point. I hate to tell you this, but I think you all know it. Business and life are challenging. They're tough. Everyone right now is going through something in their life, personally or professionally. Either you have in the past month, you are now, or you will be very shortly. That's the world we live in. And there's all these external factors that we have to deal with. There's 2 forces in the world. What's happening out there, always vying for our attention. All the marketing, the text messages, the social media, the phone calls, the emails. How do we stay focused and committed to the best course that we could be on to improve ourselves and improve our businesses? So how do we do that? And the second part of that is what happens in here. 2 forces, the outside world and the inside world. And the key is, how do we not let the outside world influence or impact our inside world where it's going down the wrong path or interrupting our focus and our commitment to this journey that we want to be on. You know, I'm always amazed when you're watching an NFL football game And I always wait with great anticipation to the end of the game when the announcer commentator comes up to the star player, let's call it Tom Brady, which typically he was there. And they always ask the same question. I don't know why I'm waiting with great anticipation. It's always the same question, always the same answer. They said, Tom, you had a great game. You threw for 330 yards. You had a passer rating of 125. Amazing. How do you keep doing this, especially at your age? And the answer is always the same. He would say, or any other star would say, I couldn't have done it without the support of my front line. They protected me all day. They gave me the time to throw. The receivers caught everything in their path. Always giving credit to others, because he couldn't have really done that without the others at the level that he could. So that's the first kind of takeaway. We can only get so far on our own. We need other people in our camp to help us get to that next level. The second question they ask, or the commentator says, is, listen, man, you're on your way to the playoffs and maybe another Super Bowl. What do you think about getting to the Super Bowl this year? He said, what we're going to do right now is we have one game coming up next week. We're going to focus on that. But before we do that, we're going to watch the film. And the film, there's still things we need to improve. And that's what I'm talking to you about today. What do you need to improve? And how do you do that? And there's two things. One you know, one maybe you haven't heard of before. Two ways to do that. One is, you've heard we're the sum total of our 5 closest friends. We've all heard that before. Who do you hang out with? Are they better than you, more skilled than you, more committed than you? Will they lead the way for you? And the second is not only who you hang out with, but I think infinitely more important is what you hang out with. What's in front of you? Where you stare, you steer. So if you're staring at the outside world, if you're staring at social media, if you're staring at messages, things that aren't related to the highest and best use of your time, you're not going to be as successful as you could be. So where I stare is I have water right here. That's where I stare throughout the day. I have bands right here. I work out with these bands. So where I'm staring throughout the day is what I focus on throughout the day. And that's going to move me in the direction of who I am and who I want to become. So the challenge with the first point is we are the sum total of our 5 closest friends and what we put in front of us to trigger us to do the things that we should be doing. Keep those things. The challenge is, what things can you put in your path, notes and items that will remind you of who you are, who you want to be, and what you want to become. Number 2, the greatest challenge my clients have, and that we all have, I have it myself, is comfort. Comfort is the killer of success. I want you to hear me. Comfort is the killer of success. In fact, it's innate in all human beings. It's called our sympathetic nervous system, that our body is wired to not move out of comfort, to be comfortable, to be out of pain. But we know the only way we grow is when we push ourselves into discomfort. In fact, the world-class, the elite, those that are the most successful in the world are comfortable being uncomfortable. They constantly push themselves beyond their comfort zone to achieve things that are next level in their life. Easier said than done. We know that we all know we should work out. It's not fun. We all know we should do cardio. I don't like it. Not fun. What's going to push you? Here's the key. Let's peel back the onion a little bit. What's going to push you to do the things that you're uncomfortable doing, to live the life and run the business and grow your business the way you want? And that's your why. As Simon Sinek says in his book, Start With Why, the bigger your why, the bigger your try. What are you doing? Your why, you have to attach pain and pleasure to your why. I mean, take a look at the cigarette commercials, cigarette smoking commercials. You'll see a woman with a tracheotomy. You'll see a woman with her toes cut off. You'll see their children, how it affects their kids. The more painful they can make those commercials, the more that's going to be a motivator to get someone to stop something that they have been doing for a while, that they love to do, to change the behavior, to get out of the comfort zone of doing what they've always been doing. The why will dictate the try. And the more pain, there's 2 things, the Freudian theory, 2 things that govern all your behavior. Avoidance of pain will do more, take more, or put more effort into avoid pain than we will to gain pleasure. But those 2 are the guiding forces in your life right now. So what you have to do with your why is attach plenty of pain. If I don't do this, this will happen to me. I'll be a loser, whatever it is. The more pain you attach to it, like those cigarette smoking commercials, the more it's going to catapult you to operate in your discomfort zone and out of your comfort zone. So remember, put pictures around those triggers that this is why I'm doing it. And the why is going to be the driver to get you, like I said, to that next level and be consistent with that. And finally, the last thing I want to talk to you about is habits, rituals, and routines. My clients, they all know this, and this is what drives their success. How you start your morning is how your day, you give yourself the best shot to having a great day. Now, habits, first we make our habits, then our habits make us, right? So if you don't think you have bad habits, ask your significant other. They'll tell you. We all have habits. You don't get rid of a bad habit. You replace it. You create a new neural pathway. We don't have time today to get into that. But understand that when you change a habit, you change one little thing a day, not a lot. If you get 1% better, you change 1% better every day, you're 37 times better at the end of the year. We're talking baby steps. Read the book from James Clear, Atomic Habits, or BJ Fogg, Tiny Habits. Okay? It's about baby steps, inch by inch, anything's a cinch, yard by yard, anything's hard. Take these baby steps to start something. If you want to start a workout routine, don't do an hour, do 5 minutes. Don't do 10 push-ups, do 1, do 2, do 5. And then gradually work yourself up as you build momentum, you build confidence. You say, I can do this. But start small, small steps. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That couldn't be truer with developing a new habit and a new behavior. But I want to finish with habits, rituals, and routines. What's your morning routine? So I'm going to share with you mine. I want you to think about what yours is. If you don't have one, you need to have one if you truly want to achieve greater success every day. The first thing I do in the morning is I pray. The second thing I do in the morning is make the bed. I start with a small win. Seems simple, seems silly, but the books will tell you, you start by making the bed. The next thing I do is you drink a glass of water, a big glass of water. Overnight, you lose a lot of water, and water nourishes the body and the brain. So you want to replenish the water supply in your body, and that's what you do in the morning. The next thing I do is I do diaphragmatic breathing. I get the oxygen flowing. You could do a short workout, but you want to get that flowing, and I do stretching. Okay? And then the second to last thing I do is gratitude prayers. And I have my little thing here, what I focus on throughout the day. I keep those, remember, in front of me, what I want to focus on. Listen, we're grateful. I don't care how tough your life is right now. You know, I heard a great quote a long, long time ago that I felt sorry for the man who had no shoes until I met the man who had no feet. We have so much to be grateful for. Let's take a moment and get perspective on where our life is at compared to where people's lives are at in third world countries, and how grateful we should be for the blessings in our lives. This will set a tone in your mind and your spirit and your energy with everything you do and everyone you speak to for the rest of the day. And the last part of my morning routine, and if you don't do this, you need to start small, is you read. The most successful people in the world, whether it's Warren Buffett, whether it was Steve Jobs, whether it's Zuckerberg, whoever you want to call out there, everyone reads 30 minutes a day. The most successful people in the world read 30 minutes a day. I listen to Audible. I do it when I'm getting ready. I listen to it literally in the shower and when I'm shaving in the morning. 30 minutes every day. And I can tell you whether it's a book that I've just listened to twice, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, or whether it's Atomic Habits, or whether it's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or whether it's a book I'm listening to now called Limitless by Jim Quick, the brain doctor, how to learn faster and better. You need to do this because when you get better, everything in your world gets better. Remember what Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, said, when you're green, you grow, and when you're ripe, you rot. You have to grow constantly. Grow, transform, get better. When you do that, you'll see everything else in your life get better as well. Model and shadow top people in the world. Reading or listening to Audible books, watching videos is the best way to do that. And listen with the intent to internalize and the intent to execute on that to become a better version of yourself. Okay. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Kim Praetano, the CEO and president of Gilda's Club of South Florida and the chair of the Small Business Council. Kim?
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see so many new faces as well as so many people and chamber members that I haven't seen in quite a long time. I want to start out this morning by announcing our winner of the networking raffle. So this morning, we raffled off a team building, either half day or full day, the winner's choice, by Stephen Merrill, owner of the company called Purpose. Stephen is going to perform a team building workshop, and the lucky winner today is Gina Kay. And Gina, I will introduce you, and Stephen, congratulations. Thank you everyone who participated in the raffle. And I'm so glad that Gina won today. So you heard Michael talk a lot about team building, and it really means a lot. It means a lot that so many team members are here of the owners who are finalists. Their friends and colleagues are here today supporting them, and we all appreciate it. But those finalists really appreciate it, and it makes them feel special. So thank you to all of the people who joined us this morning. My name is Kim Prytano, and I'm the chair of the Small Business Council. Michael, in his opening remarks, talked a lot today about moving outside your comfort zone. And one of the reasons why it's hard for us to do that is fear. And you have to figure out where to put that fear. And our finalists today chose to put that fear somewhere when they decided to innovate. And you're going to see some videos today that give us a glimpse of what they did with that fear and how they overcame it. And we hope that it inspires your actions. Thank you to everyone in the Small Business Council, all the members who helped put this event together. They worked tirelessly on putting together the categories and the applications, reviewing all the applications and picking the finalists, the judging, the technology and the logistics. Especially thanks to Glenn Benjamin for getting us all today into Remo, and Laninfotech for supporting us. And I also want to end by thanking all the chamber staff. They worked tirelessly, especially Denise, Donald, and Dolores, who helped the Small Business Council make this event possible. And now let's get started with the show, and let's meet our finalists. Back to Michael.
Well, Kim, thank you so much. Kim, is just always giving credit to everyone else. And let me tell you something, this would not be possible without her dedication and her commitment to putting the people together and the resources together to make this event happen. Just as businesses became more creative in the past year, the Small Business Council decided to get creative with this year's awards ceremony. So instead of announcing all the winners at the end, we're going to be announcing them throughout the program instead. And that will keep, hopefully, everyone engaged and excited about who's going to win. And then stay tuned to the very end for the big announcement with the Small Business Person of the Year award. This year saw an impressive number of nominations from businesses across South Florida. As Kim said, a panel of judges from within the Small Business Council narrowed the nominations to finalists within each of the following categories, which I'm going to read now: access and inclusivity, community impact, company culture, enduring resiliency, innovation, and marketing genius. Now, the finalists for each category were then submitted to the respective sponsor. Sponsors had the privilege of choosing today's winner for the respective category. Now, we must mention that the companies were judged upon their entire body of work. So some businesses were selected as finalists in more than one category because of this. So let's get started. The category that hits home for almost all small businesses is innovation. This was especially important with what we had to put up with this past year, 2 years with COVID, with businesses have to adjust with how they did business. Now, this is what we call the new normal, right? In fact, today more than ever, if you don't innovate, chances are you're going to evaporate. So to announce the finalists and the winner of the innovation category, Let's welcome President and CEO of Laninfotech, Michael Goldstein. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Happy to be here this morning. On behalf of Laninfotech, I'm pleased to announce the finalists for the innovation category. The companies are Goodman Public Relations and Senior Proof. As small business owners, we've all been innovative in our ways over the past year. The finalists in this category have demonstrated innovation in their own ways, from changing the way businesses confront sea-level rise to putting a task team together to confront the barrage of questions being posed by clients, and figuring out the future of hybrid workforces. Here are the finalists for this year's Innovation Award, and let's hear why they were considered.
Goodman Public Relations is proud of the work that we do. In terms of innovation, I think that we're best known for our collaborative efforts. We have a knack for bringing people together and bringing groups together that have an impact on the community. For example, we were the instrument that brought History Fort Lauderdale with Gallery of Fort Lauderdale together for an exciting program called Women Trailblazers, which has turned into a great success. In the past, we've also brought our clients together with fast food chains, Broadway productions, and especially charity partners. We're very proud of the work that we do for the charitable community, and we represent a number of charities, but we also, help a lot of causes that matter. Goodman Public Relations is proud to really be a part of this community, and thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Senior Proof is a turnkey safety solution for the independent senior, but also their caregiver. I was a caregiver for many years for my father, and I realized that there wasn't a safety solution out there, not only for him, but for myself. So providing the grab bars, bed rails, toilet rails, all the way to major construction is really our turnkey solution for everyone. We are CAP certified by the National Association of Home Builders, and we are also offering low-income families grab bars through major hospital systems in South Florida. So we're very proud of what we do, and the innovation came from a necessity, out of love and out of passion. So I'm really proud of the team that we've created and really looking forward to serving our community. And every client is an extension of my father. So thank you for nominating me, and I look forward to being of service.
And the winner in the innovation category is Goodman Public Relations. Congratulations to Michael Goodman and staff.
Well, thank you so much for that, Michael, and for all the companies. And congratulations to the winner and all the companies that made this category so special. Goodman Public Relations, well done. And as a reminder, if you haven't sent me a text yet, the word BETTER to 561-818-6387. Do it now. Remember, success goes to those who take action, and action is a verb, an action verb. So I wish everyone the very best. To increase your chance of winning, I'll also, as I mentioned, be giving away 2 more of the total of 5 free coaching sessions at the very end of the program. So stay connected, give yourself another chance to win. And I'll be mentioning another key word at that point towards the end of the program to get in. The best things about the Small Business Awards is the well-deserved exposure that our finalists are getting today. And I mean well-deserved. We know how much work it is. The finalists for the next awards that we're announcing, great ways to increase their exposure and stand out in the crowd amidst all the noise. And we know how much noise is out there today, which we all know is not an easy thing to do. To announce the finalists in the Marketing Genius, love this, love all the categories, love the name of this, Marketing Genius category. Let's welcome Mark Shim, Senior Vice President of Truist. Welcome, Mark, to the stage.
Thank you, Michael, for the open door. One, you're doing a terrific job keeping us all engaged, so we appreciate that. It's an honor for Truist to sponsor the Marketing Genius category. The finalists in this category created or launched an innovative marketing outreach campaign. They also demonstrated examples of their efforts and provided details on how it worked during the pandemic. The finalists are in this category: One Global Business and Close Mortgage. Let's hear how they stepped up their marketing.
So the concept of our business during this last year was to make sure that we focused on giving entrepreneurs the tools that they needed to succeed beyond the pandemic. A lot of people were looking for quick fixes and to understand what exactly they needed to survive, and we wanted to get people to think, well, what next? And so beyond PPP loans, the idea loans, what else did they need to implement and introduce in their business, and how can they use this time to reset, to re-level, to up-level? So being nominated for the Small Business Award is hugely rewarding for me. I moved here in 2019 and I focused 100% on growing my business organically. We didn't invest in any sort of advertising, or the advertising we did invest in didn't give us the ROI that networking and brand development did. So really doubling down on attending networking events, working in the chamber, elevating my profile, making sure that we were engaged and represented has been what's made us successful, and that's been what's paid off. And to know at the end that 3 years later, that's recognized as a superior strategy, as a successful strategy, feels really good.
I feel very honored. I think that Closed Mortgage as a team, as a company, we're actually honored because as a marketing genius, it actually takes everybody in the group, in the company to make it happen. Everybody has their connection, everybody has their know-how, everybody has their talents, and when we combine them and use it together, we make ourselves a major player on the board. I just want to have to say that I have never worked for a company in which it allowed each employee to do what they thought was best and what their talents were, that there was trust, loyalty, and dedication. So I just have to say that this company is pretty phenomenal, not just on the marketing aspect, but overall lending, teamwork, friendship, and everything else. So I appreciate them.
Drum roll, please. And the winner is One Global Business. Congratulations to Ty Richardson. The Chamber is a strong advocate of the idea that givers gain, and his marketing tactics certainly showed the power of goodwill. Mike, back over to you.
Thank you so much, Mark and Truist, for your contribution today. It's so much appreciated, my friend. And again, congratulations to Global One, Ty Richardson. Man, he's a rock star. Job well done, Ty. You know, the person I have the pleasure of introducing next is an entrepreneur, a lawyer, a longtime member of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce. He's dedicated nearly 2 decades to serving the people right here in Fort Lauderdale as their mayor. Please help me welcome Dean Trantelis. And unfortunately, Dean was unable to join us live today, but he did want to congratulate all of you, today's winners, and share a greeting with you. So we'll roll a message that he has for everyone now.
Hi, I'm Mayor Dean Trantelis, and I want to take this moment to congratulate small businesses. You are the heartbeat of our economy, the incredible ecosystem that fuels innovation, the diversity, creating the right company culture suited to the times in which we now live. You are the strong sense of community, which is the hallmark of where we work. You represent hundreds of small businesses in Fort Lauderdale and Broward County. Let's applaud your continued resiliency coming through a global pandemic, inflation, supply chain issues, and labor shortages. You have this unwavering spirit of never giving up. We are so proud of what you represent to our city, our community, and our country. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mayor Trantelis, for your message and for the impact that you're making in our community. It's called the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce, the word greater, because of his leadership as well. Well, when it comes to making an impact in our community, we know our small businesses are key players in making that happen here and around the country. They may be small in size, but they're big in heart. That's why we're excited to announce the finalists and winner of this year's Community Impact Award. Love this. So please help me welcome back Senior Vice President of Truist, Mark Shim, to announce the finalists and the winner of the Community Impact Award. Welcome back, Mark.
Thanks again, Mike. The finalists in this category have demonstrated the ability to engage with nonprofit and charitable organizations at an extremely high level. Going further, finalists in this category helped other businesses in our community by continuing to provide their own services at no cost during the pandemic's toughest times. Their goodwill has helped drive to our business community's recovery while also boosting the missions of numerous nonprofits. The finalists for community impact are Brian Taylor Law and Beachside Marketing. Let's hear from these amazing business leaders.
Hello, I'm Rick Tobin, the owner of Premier Hotel Realty and Beachside Marketing, and I'm really super proud to be a member of the Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce and to be nominated for this award. My company has been working on supporting our community for quite a long time. So what we wanted to do is have a very affordable, very efficient platform to market small businesses and to help support them in our community. And why is that important? That's important because every dollar that gets spent in this community with a small business stays in our community and circulates through our community. It supports the dishwashers, the waiters, the waitresses, the Uber drivers, and so much more. So it's so important that when somebody thinks about where to establish their business, where to vacation, when they come down to our area, they support so many local businesses.
We were really surprised and humbled to be nominated. We're new to the chamber and we were really passionate about jumping right in. We're big fans of go an inch wide and a mile deep. So this is our way of really being able to commit ourselves to the community and to the chamber. And so when we realized and got the email that we were nominated, we were very ecstatic, and we look forward to continuing to be a value to the chamber and being able to reach more of our community. So Brian Taylor Law was founded on the idea that there are so many small businesses that make their own legal decisions every day because they don't have the resources to afford a big law attorney. And because of that, we really wanted to make sure that our services were tailored to the small business community. We put out free resources for them. We want to make sure that we are able to service them in all of their needs.
And the winner is Brian Taylor Law. Thank you to all of the finalists and their entire teams for all of the efforts they take to better the lives of those in our community. Congratulations to Tabitha Taylor of Brian Taylor Law. Mike, back over to you.
Thank you again, Mark. And I'd like to offer my congratulations to Tabitha Taylor of Bryant Taylor Law. Well done. You know, sometimes lawyers get bad raps. We all know that. Well, Tabitha today and for the long term has set the record straight. There's a lot of good ones out there. We now want to shine the spotlight on today's presenting sponsor, Truist, who has built an incredible partnership with the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce. We want to take a moment to hear about the great work that they do in our community. Let's roll the tape, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark Shim, and I'm the business banking leader for Truist here in the South Florida region. First, let me say thank you to the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber for putting together this terrific event and giving us this opportunity. Also, I'd like to say a big congratulations and kudos to all the nominees on being recognized by your peers. Listen, not everybody will walk away with a trophy today. So for those of you that are not selected, don't hang your heads. Your nomination is a recognition of your tireless dedication and selfless commitment to this community and building your brand as a small business. So way to set the bar high. So if you'd permit me, I'd like to take just a brief moment to tell you a little bit about Truist. From the day of our historic merger of equals was announced, BB&T and SunTrust, we instinctively knew that our culture would be our greatest strength as a combined company. Truist is a purpose-driven organization committed to inspiring and building better lives and communities. Our purpose is the reason we exist. It is what brings us together as a company. It is the starting point for every decision we make. Our mission is how we bring our purpose to life for our clients, teammates, and stakeholders, and our values. They serve as fundamental beliefs about the way we operate as an organization. And while we'll always adapt our strategies and tactics in a constantly changing world, We strongly believe our shared commitment to our culture will be the single biggest reason behind our long-term success. As a bank, Truist offers a wide range of services including retail, small business, commercial banking, asset management, capital markets, commercial real estate, insurance, mortgage, payment solution, wealth management, and corporate banking. Our strategic advisory approach is multifaceted. We work with our business clients to bring them the tools and teams needed to help them meet their business goals. In short, Truist brings you better. We rethink the boundaries of banking by bringing our clients expertise and innovative banking solutions delivered with the right mix of human touch and seamless technology. So I invite you, come visit us and learn more about our many business solutions. You'll understand just how different we are. Thanks again for your time this morning. We look forward to the opportunity to serve you at Truist.
Okay. Again, let's thank Truist for sharing who they are and what they do, the commitment they make, which today is a perfect example of that in the small business community down here and really around the country to help us all succeed. Now, whether it's Truist, your business, or any other organization, we all love working where there's a great company culture. The Small Business Council saw this as an important category to recognize, especially after a tough year. I mean, let's face it, this past year, employees were working days and nights and weekends. And a lot of times they were doing that at lower wages. And the reason they did that was the culture. They cared about the company, they cared about their clients. So it's a superpower. Company culture is a superpower. It brings people in and it keeps people in your organization. So to introduce the finalists in this category, I welcome Pamela Dalton, representing American National Bank. Pamela?
Good morning, and thank you so much, Mike. Building a first-class company culture is a top priority, and we are honored to sponsor this important category. The finalists are South Florida Business and Wealth and United Island Yachts. The finalists in this category demonstrated the highest standards of support and benefits for the people who work for their business. Let's hear how each of these businesses work to build a winning and supportive culture.
We are a family. We are small. There's about 35 of us. We publish 10 magazines per month. We're a full-service events platform, hosting and putting on about 20 major events per year, and we're a full-service digital platform. So we do everything from soup to nuts. There isn't anything that we don't do. And that's what kind of our culture is built around, is really kind of embracing each other, all of our strengths, and then building up our weaknesses and really just kind of working together as one unit.
So this award is very, very gratifying. I've done many things at the Chamber, and in 2004 I was the chairman. So coming full circle, it's really terrific to be part of this. Thank you.
I've only been in South Florida for a year, and one of the first things that I did for the company was join the Chamber, and I know we were members many years ago, so it was really important to kind of grasp that side of Broward County and really get involved. And we have been attending meetings. We're a trustee at this point, and I know Gary was he was the chairman of the board many moons ago, and we were winners 8 years ago. So being able to be a finalist has been just absolutely amazing, and our company is ecstatic.
We feel very honored. We are a yacht agency based here in Fort Lauderdale. Our company has been based in Fort Lauderdale for 5 years. We have offices in Palm Beach and in the Bahamas, and a very integral part of the founding of our company was based on not only the design of the company and our employees, but in our community giving, which plays a crucial part of what we do.
Well, we're very honoured to be nominated for this category. It's very important to us that we are very involved in the community, and we think it's very important to keep things local, to keep things in the community. We are not a big corporation, so what we do helps not just us, but we have an extension of contacts, vendors, service industries that we work for, and that all benefits the local community.
And the winner is South Florida Business and Wealth. Congratulations to Kimberly Sarney and Gary Press on building a family atmosphere within their office and doing what it takes to go above and beyond for their employees.
Thank you again, Pamela. And all the finalists, congratulations. And a special congratulations goes to Business, Wealth, and Marketing, winning the Company Culture Award. Well done. Showing the world that great culture just doesn't exist in yogurt alone. You know, this year we've seen such adversity. We've all really, and you know, we're watching enduring resiliency that these small businesses are showing, displaying. That they've had setbacks and they've come back from setbacks, they've overcome them, and in doing so, they demonstrated that resiliency and maintaining or growing their business and overcoming obstacles that get in their way, that's what it's all about. That's what it takes to not only survive but thrive. And the winner in this category, I'm going to welcome Musa Yeni, the CEO of Feller Engineering. Musa, welcome. Let's hear who these finalists and winners are.
Thank you, Mike. Feller Engineering has been a leading MEP consulting engineering firm to developers, architects, and general contractors in Florida and nationwide for over 40 years. This year's finalists for Enduring Resiliency are Centuric and the Employee Relations Group. The finalists in this category demonstrated the high standards of perseverance through adversity. Let's hear how each of these businesses survived and thrived through that adversity.
So resiliency, I think that it's all about adaptation. And Centuric has gone through a lot of adaptations throughout the years. We are going to be in business 21 years this summer. And shortly after the company opened, we were faced not only with the banking recession and collapse, which was at that point our niche, but also with Microsoft coming out with cloud services as well as Amazon with AWS. That point, it was a turning point in the company, and it was very important the way that the company faced those challenges and what made us today be the company that we are today. Our team is part of and a huge piece of that resiliency again, and I'm very proud to be the Chief Operating Officer of this company. We look forward to many more challenges because they will come. It's technology changes, and we definitely, the team and I, are ready to take on those. Thank you.
I felt so honored to be nominated, to find out that all of the work that myself, my employees, and my small business try to contribute to our lovely community, that it is something that would be recognized. Our business, the Employee Relations Group, has continued to pivot with all of the different areas of change in our small businesses that we support, becoming more mobile, more virtual, and also providing them with virtual and different policies and procedures so that their business can run and not be interrupted. I want people to remember that just because you have 3, 5, 10, 20 employees, there's a company, a small business like ours, that's out there ready to protect you. You don't have to worry about if your company is compliant, if you're doing the right things for your employees.
And the winner is the Employee Relations Group. Congratulations to Mary Adams for having the fortitude to steer their business to the other side of adversity.
Thank you so much, Musa, and congratulations to the Employee Relations Group and all the finalists. Job well done. You know, this past year saw our region's small businesses confront the pandemic and find ways to be creative, persevere, but also they were forced our country to face realities that have long been ignored, and it's now time we face them. As social unrest spread across the U.S. and a major health crisis affected communities of color, our business leaders were called to identify ways to increase access and inclusivity in the workplace. So important.
My name is Robin Martin. I'm the Executive Director of Rebuilding Together Broward County. Last year, despite COVID, was our best year. We did work on over 465 homes in our community. This award, if we are chosen as a recipient, means so much because we care about our community and give back. We're inclusive. We reach out into the community, we find people in need, and we provide free critical home repairs and community revitalization. It's so important to partner with the community at large to care for those all around us. And inside a house, there's so many things that need repairs that people can't even imagine. Our goal is about creating safe and healthy homes for everyone in our community. And we do that together with partners like you.
It's an honor to be nominated for this award, and this award helps us to continue our mission to help eliminate the stigma attached to receiving mental health services, especially among marginalized communities and the Caribbean community that we serve that sometimes don't seek out services because they think it's not for them. We want everyone to know that they have the right to have a healthy mind, which leads to a healthy body and a healthy life. I think what makes us stand out as a small business is that we are not numbers driven, we are definitely quality driven. We strive to provide no-cost mental health services to all families with children aged 22 and under in Florida, and we do this by tirelessly seeking grants and donations and funders to be able to provide these services to the community that we serve.
I am pleased to welcome Jackie Wright, Chief Digital Officer for Microsoft's East Region, to introduce the finalists in the Access and Inclusivity category. Now, Jackie couldn't be here with us today, so she has recorded this message for all of you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jackie Wright, and I'm honored to join you today for the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce Small Business Awards. In celebration and recognition of their tremendous work to reach and benefit minorities and diverse customers, it is my pleasure to present this year's Access and Inclusivity Award to Rebuilding Together Broward County. Congratulations and thank you for all that you do in our community to eliminate unsafe and deplorable living conditions for low-income homeowners who are elderly, veterans, and/or have disabilities. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Jackie, for your message. And I'd like to offer congratulations on behalf of myself and everyone to Rebuilding Together, Robin Martin. Job well done. Way to make a difference in the community and in the world. Now, before we get to the grand finale, the Small Business Person of the Year Award, I want to fulfill a promise I made to you earlier in the program that I was going to give away the last 2 free coaching sessions, one-on-one with me, worth thousands of dollars. So here's your chance to win. Final chance. I want you to text the word ACTION, ACTION, to 561-818-6387, ACTION, 561-818-6387. The first 3 to do that, the first 2 to do that will win those last 2 spots. Okay, it's now time to recognize a business leader who demonstrated exceptional work among all the categories that we've highlighted this morning. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. To announce the 2021 Small Business Person of the Year Award, we welcome Catherine Grady of Catherine Grady's Allstate Agency. Welcome, Catherine. Okay, well, the moment we've all been waiting for, the Small Business Person of the Year Award goes to the one and only
Hi, I'm Michael Goldstein, president of Laninfotech. Laninfotech is a managed services provider. We provide services for all types of businesses, small, medium, and large. I'm very honored to be nominated for this award. I've been a member of the Chamber for 7 years and a proud member of the board. The Chamber has been an amazing resource for me. It's a culmination of 7 years of working with the Chamber, untold number of meetings. We love helping out the community. It's great working with all the people out here and really gives me knowledge and expands my reach. Laninfotech has been very involved in the community for the past 10 years. We do a lot of work for not-for-profits and really love to go out there and help not only Chamber members, but religious organizations, not-for-profits. Again, very honored to be up for this award and love being a member of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber.
Michael Goldstein, president of Laninfotech. Congratulations, my friend. So well deserved. Let's bring Michael up on stage, if we can, please, to say a few words to the group.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber. I am extremely honored for this award. Like I said in my video shot, been a Chamber member for over 7 years. It's probably one of the best investments of time and money that I've done. I couldn't have done this without the team at Laninfotech. We truly honor and love the Chamber, love our team, and really get a lot out of going out there and helping the community. So again, thank you, Michael, for doing a great job out here today. Thank you, Kim, and all the staff. And I am deeply honored to accept this award. Thank you.
Well, again, congratulations, Michael. You are really selfless as an individual and as a company, always giving back. And like we talked about earlier, Michael, your company embodies all the things that we talked about today, and you're such a good representation of the winner. So well deserved. So by now we're closing out. I've gotten some texts. If you haven't texted yet, text to see if you win that one-on-one coaching session. And I want to share with you a few things. One, before we go, I learned something new the other day that I learn something new every day, but this is something that I thought was really cool. We all know what ROI is, return on investment. But this term, you'll never forget this, because I never will. And I didn't know it, and I'm guessing many of you may not know it. It's COI. And every successful business recognizes this, but never called it this. COI is cost of inaction. The action we don't take on things that we should will prevent us from achieving the level of success we should achieve. So I encourage everyone to take action, more action, massive action, immerse yourself in things. So I want to thank all the finalists today, all the winners in all the categories. Such a job well done. I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Truist. You're amazing. The Small Business of the Year Award, Catherine Grady's Allstate Agency. Thank you so much. And all the category sponsors, American National Bank, Laninfotech, Microsoft, and Feller Engineering. Thank you all. And as we close today, I want to share something very special with you. Around 15 years ago, I was delivering a speech called Make a Difference, Leave a Legacy. How to live a right side of life in an upside down world. And there was a woman, her name was Lynn Gidrow, sitting in the audience. And you never know how your message is going to touch someone or who it's going to touch. Well, around 2 weeks after the speech, I get an email from Lynn telling me that her grandmother passed away and that my speech made such an impact on her, it touched her heart, that she wanted to touch my heart in return. And she sent me a poem that was read at her grandmother's funeral. I read the poem, and in tears, I said to myself, this is the most impactful poem I've ever heard. And I will never, ever end a speech. I don't care whether it's a sales speech, I will never end a speech without reciting this poem. It's The Dash by Linda Ellis. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on her tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noticed that first came her date of birth and spoke the second date with tears. But he said that what mattered most of all was that dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that she spent alive on earth. And now only those who loved her know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we have, the car, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love and how we spend our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that could still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what's true and real and always try to understand the way other people feel. If we could be less quick to anger and show appreciation more and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we could treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that the special dash might only last a little while. So when your eulogy is being read, with your life's actions to rehash, will you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash? It's my sincerest hope, wish, and prayer that you spend your dash in a way that will make a real difference in the lives of your coworkers, your customers, your friends, and most importantly, your loved ones. Thank you all for attending this year's Small Business Person of the Year Award. God bless you all. And now you can network, have more fun, and share joy, love, and peace with everyone. Thank you all.